Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiancé, Jasmine reveals why Matt isn't the man she'd ever marry. Jasmine Pineda has never been one to hide her emotions, especially when the cameras are rolling. From her explosive outbursts to her tearful confessions, she's built a reputation as one of 90 Day Fiancé's most electric personalities, fiery, unpredictable, and fiercely honest, sometimes to her own detriment. But nothing prepared fans for her latest reveal. Jasmine has finally explained why Matt isn't the man she'd ever walk down the aisle with, and her reasons paint a deeper, more complicated picture than anyone expected. The revelation came during a late-night confessional segment filmed just days after one of the couple's most heated arguments yet. Tired eyes, no makeup, wrapped in a blanket, Jasmine looked straight into the camera. Not dramatic Jasmine, not theatrical Jasmine, but the vulnerable, unraveled woman underneath the persona. And she didn't hold back. A romance that began with sparks and red flags. From the moment Jasmine and Matt appeared on screen, fans sensed a dynamic that felt less like a fairy tale and more like a roller coaster that had somehow passed safety inspection. They met through Jasmine's close friend, who insisted Matt was emotionally mature and different from the men who hurt her. Jasmine, yearning for stability after a string of disappointments, let herself believe it. Their early scenes painted Matt as sweet, attentive, and eager to please. But beneath the kindness, Jasmine now says, there were signs she ignored. Matt is a great guy, Jasmine began in her confessional, but a great guy isn't always the right guy. Sometimes the sweetest men are not meant to be your forever man. And that's what I finally understand. Her voice cracked, as if she'd rehearsed those words for weeks before saying them out loud. Reason 1, he doesn't know how to fight for me. Fans know Jasmine thrives on passion. She doesn't just want romance, she wants intensity, devotion, fire. She once described love as a volcano with flowers growing out of it. For better or worse, that's her version of commitment. But according to Jasmine, Matt avoids conflict like it's toxic waste. When we disagree, he shuts down, she explained. He closes his heart instead of fighting for us. I don't want someone who walks away every time things get hard. I want someone who fights with me because they want to fight for me. Viewers have seen this dynamic play out repeatedly. Jasmine explodes, Matt withdraws, and the relationship stalls in emotional limbo. What Jasmine sees as passion, Matt interprets as chaos. What Matt sees as calm resolution, Jasmine feels as abandonment. The opposite of love isn't anger, she said. It's silence. And Matt gives me too much silence. Reason 2, he wants a peaceful life. Without the storm that made me who I am. Jasmine has always been open about her past heartbreaks, traumas, and insecurities, the very storms she says shaped her into the woman she is. She admits she's not easy. She is loud, emotional, impulsive, and sometimes self-sabotaging. But she insists she needs a partner who embraces that complexity, not one who wishes she were softer, quieter, or easier. Matt wants peace, she said, shaking her head. But I am not peace. I am passion. I am emotion. I am someone who loves loudly. And he wants a life that feels like a calm lake. I'm the ocean. And oceans don't become lakes. According to Jasmine, Matt subtly tries to fix her, encouraging her to speak more gently, react less, express less intensity, and avoid confrontation. She insists it's not malicious, but it makes her feel small. I don't want a man who wants to edit me, she said. I want one who reads me like a book and loves every chaotic chapter. Reason 3, he never makes me feel chosen. Perhaps the most emotional part of her confessional came when she addressed the idea of commitment. "He is caring, but he never makes me feel like I'm his first choice," she said quietly. "He says I'm amazing, but his actions are like I'm an option." According to Jasmine, Matt hesitates when the topic of marriage comes up. Not because he doesn't care for her, but because he fears the intensity of the relationship. That hesitation, she says, makes her feel insecure. "I don't want to marry someone who is scared of my heart," she said. "I want someone who sees me and says, yes. You. Only you. Always you." She went on to explain that love, to her, isn't just compatibility or comfort. It's certainty. It's choosing your partner every day, even on the days when the relationship feels like walking through fire. "I've been through too much to beg someone to pick me," she whispered. "A shocking admission, I love him. But not enough to marry him." Fans expected heartbreak, maybe frustration, but not what Jasmine said next. "I love Matt," she admitted. "But love isn't enough if you don't feel understood. If you don't feel desired. If the person you're with is always 2 steps away from the relationship." Her eyes welled up as she added, "I know he loves me. But he doesn't love me the way I need. And I can't marry someone who doesn't speak the language of my heart." It was a rare moment of self-awareness from a woman often accused of being purely reactive. In this instance, she seemed almost calm, resolved, as if she had finally accepted a truth she resisted. "What happens next?" producers reportedly asked Jasmine directly. "Is this the end of your relationship with Matt?" She hesitated. She took a deep breath. Then she answered. "It's the beginning of honesty," she said. "I want to marry him. But that doesn't mean I don't want him in my life. We need to figure out what we are without forcing something we're not. Whether that means friendship, a slow-burning romance, or a final farewell remains unclear. But one thing is certain, Jasmine has finally reclaimed the narrative of her own love life. Not as the hot-headed partner or the dramatic Latina stereotype, her words, not ours, but as a woman who knows what she wants and refuses to settle for less than a love that meets her fire with its own. A new chapter for Jasmine. Fans are already buzzing, speculating about her next move. Will she return for another season? Will she reconnect with an ex? Will she discover a new love interest? Or will she, perhaps for the first time ever, choose to focus on herself? If her confessional revealed anything, it's that Jasmine is no longer afraid to walk away from relationships that don't nourish her heart, even if the man is kind, supportive, and stable. "Some men are wonderful," she said in the closing moment of her segment, "but not wonderful for you. And that's okay." And with that, Jasmine wiped her tears, sat up straight, and whispered, "This time, I choose me." A cliffhanger, a heartbreak, and a rare moment of raw truth. Classic Jasmine, but also something entirely new. The next chapter of her story is already writing itself, and fans are watching with anticipation.